What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you backtest of a strategy I've been using on prop firms recently, and this is the strategy I'll be using for trading the currencies market or the forex market, basically. So I'm going to be testing using Forex Tester. This is the backtesting software I use, and I'll show you why as we go. So when I start, I go to prop challenge because I'm now more of a prop firm trader. I also trade synthetics, but I'll be mostly trading prop firm. So go to prop firm challenge. I can choose Pandora or instant funding, but I use custom. And I go to 100K project name. Let's say NAS 100 strategy. And we'll have to choose the pair which we'll be using. So I'll say NAS US, and then we can select the trading period. And here I'll choose, I want to backtest 2026 and May. Yeah, okay. Backtesting May and till May 31st. So we have minimum trading days. Most prep firms I use usually say 3. So I'll select 3. Profit target 10%. Maximum daily loss is 5%. Maximum total loss is 10%. Time zone New York. And leverage 1:100. So I then start the project, and now we can start back testing. So the strategy I'll be using is quite simple. We identify the daily bias on the daily and the H4. Let me just use the notes to dictate what I look for. So on the daily, we look for daily bias. We use the daily and the 4-hour, and we look for key levels on the H1 and the M15 timeframes. And then for entries, we use the M5. And for entries, what do we look for? We look for change in state of delivery, or CISD, and that's what we'll use to execute the trades. This is the whole system. Basically, on the daily, we look at overall direction, then the daily bias, key levels, which will be order blocks and fair value gaps. Those are the only ones I'll use. Entries, we use the CISD. Okay. And now I'm going to slightly modify this chart here. I go to chart settings. I remove the grid. I remove the period separators. This is what I like to use. And then candle up, black, candle down, black, filler up, it's blue, filler down, black. And use black again, yeah, black again. So this is why I like using the Forex Tester. It's more like trading view, but they added a twist to it. So it's different from other platforms for backtesting. Then I go to views, I remove the volume, and I also get news, which I can customize. And we have everything, all of this. We can choose anything we want. See? Let me see if I have news. It will show economic calendar, FOMC on the 29th of April. So we don't have any news here. Let's go to upcoming. Okay, we don't have anything. So I'll close. I don't want to trade when there's FOMC. On FOMC days, I don't trade. Basically, that's the only in bank holidays. Those are the only days I will not be trading. Okay. Now let's see what's happening here. Zoom in. Okay. On the daily here, we are bullish. So we are looking for price to go to the upside, right? Let me remove this as well. We're looking for price to go to the upside on the daily. So what do? It's minimum and maximum here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we are looking for price to go to the upside. Why? Because price has been forming higher highs and higher lows and is respecting bullish PDRAs. So on the daily, that's what I look for. On the 4 hour now, I look for the same thing. And on the 4 hour, we can see that price is respecting bullish order blocks here. Bullish order blocks being respected, and we are pushing to the upside. Now I drop to the 1 hour. But first what I do is I only trade for an hour 30 basically, because I start trading at 9 and I stop trading at 11. I have to edit this. So I'll go to 9. I start trading at 9:30, then I stop trading at 11 a.m. So we have like an hour 30 of trading basically. So here it's 9 and we have price here. We have this order block here, which we anticipate for price to go to and then reject. So we mark it and we go to setting midline here. I don't really need this. So we have this order block. What else do we have? We have a fair value gap right there. This is the 4 hour. Oh, this is the 4 hour. So we go to the 1 hour. I have to remove those and use the 1 hour levels. Okay. So I'm going to push a little bit so I get closer to 9:30 because I start trading at 9:30. The time is right here. So I just push it a bit. Let me increase the speed a bit. Okay, almost there. Okay, there we go. So we are bullish. It's 9:20. 9:28. Okay, a few seconds. So what do I be anticipating here? From the H1's time frame, I would anticipate for price to react out of this order block, but I don't really like this price action. But these are the order blocks we have. So I would want price to manipulate into these order blocks here and then start going higher towards this high, which is the all-time high. Okay, and on the 15 minutes, I would like a closure above here, above there, and then price pulls back into the order block and gives us a CSD as it goes up. Basically, the strategy is more of a continuation-based strategy. Okay, so now I will reduce the speed and we have to watch to see what happens. So we didn't pull back into this order block. So I'll go in the 5 minutes, which is the execution time frame, to see how price moves. So if at 9:45 this candle, if there's a fair value gap, we have to use the new fair value gap, which will come at 9:45. Okay, we have fair value gaps. We have two fair value gaps, this one and this one. So for the sake of time, I'll just mark them both, or on the 15. On the 15, we have a new fair value gap. Do we? We don't have the fair value gap. It's down here. So let me just play it on the 15 minutes here to see what happens. And slightly increase the speed. And we have a new fair value gap here. So this is the gap we're going to be using. Okay, so now I drop to the 5 minutes and we just play along with it. Let me increase the speed. Okay, we tapped in the fair value gap, but look at the time here. We stopped trading at 11. So let's just see what happens. Let's see the M15. We have another fair value gap. So let's just mark these gaps here. Go in the 5 minutes and we play. Okay, we are done trading for the day. So we'll go to the next day. Okay, let's go to the next day and we'll see how price reacts. Close this. Go to the daily and we see that we're still bullish. We're still bullish here. Okay, we're still bullish, and then on the 4-hour we are still bullish as well. We have this gap here holding price and this fair value gap holding price bullish. And now on the H1, we are bullish, a little bit bullish, but we have this fair value gap here, which I don't like here. Don't like that gap. So now what is holding price higher? Basically, that's what I'm looking for. We have this gap here which is holding price, but we have a slight CSD to the downside here. So price, there's a neutral bias basically, because price is both bullish and bearish at the same time. So on this day, I will most likely not trade because I would have to sell here, but selling towards all-time highs is not the best thing to do. So now let's drop. Let me wait for 9:30 to see how 9:30 reacts, because I'm not looking for scalp moves basically. I'm looking for high probability moves which come in with volume. Okay, now on the 15 minutes, we will have to see price close above these down close candles, because right now price is still being held below here, below these order blocks, these 15-minute order blocks here. Okay, so now let's play and see. Okay, I'd really like to see a closure above all this, because if it closes above here, we'll still be respecting those order blocks. And if I miss a setup, it's okay, because I want a system which doesn't require only one setup for it to work. What time is it? You see, it's 10:55. So looking at this, I could have longed here, but price could have reacted from this and dropped. So let me just see the rest of the session. You see, that's what I don't like to see. It could go higher, lower. Okay, there you go. See, we avoided this because price was still bearish. Okay, now let's go to the next session. Go to the next open before going next. Missing the button. Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. And now at on this day here, we have price. Okay, we're still bullish. If you look closely, you can see that we're still bullish. We're going higher here on the daily. So what will I be looking for? Basically, I'm looking for price to continue going higher. You see, price dropped and then went higher after the session, which is okay. Now we're going higher, and now on the H1 time frame, what do we see? We have this order block right here. That black candle right there, that's my order block. I'll just mark this range and let me play it a bit so that I get close to 930. Okay. Okay, so we're close to 930. Let's reduce the speed to see if we get a setup or not. Okay, we're just a minute before 930. What do I want to see? Oh, we also have this 15-minute gap here, this fair value gap, and it's just before 930. So let's play to see how 930. Okay, 930. We want it to tap into here and then react from there. Let me reduce the speed. I can get even normal speeds with this platform here. And by the way, this platform, it can let you trade real time, like price action, like ticks. You see, we can get tick data like real time, you see, where it moves by the second, and you can get real price action. That's something I like about it. Okay, we have the order block. Now we need an engulfing to the upside. Let's see if we get the engulfing. If we don't, we move to the next day. If we do, we execute. Okay, let me increase the speed slightly so that I don't miss if we get a setup. As you know, I execute on closes for this strategy since it's CSDs. So if we close above those down closed candles, 3 candles there, that's when I'll execute. Okay, that's nice momentum. I like that. That's nice, that's nice. Let me just slightly increase the speed. Okay. Okay. I think I might get an entry here. Let's see. When we get to the last seconds. Okay, now let me reduce to 1. See. Okay. Just open the new candle. This is where I'll execute. Right there. So for executions, you use I use this tool which lets you mark the stop loss and take profit. And I go for a fixed 1 to 2 right there. They'll add a small point just for money, for spread and other stuff. Okay. In the stop loss, I put it just at the order blocks there or at the lows. So let me reduce this slightly to 1 to 2.1. And I go to new order, market, place order. Okay, we're in our first trade here. So let's see how it goes. Let me increase the speed. See. Oh, we have to be on the 5. Okay, be on the 5. Okay, nice. It's nice movement. Here I'm not moving. This would be nice if you could close here, but I'm not. I usually would be trailing my stop loss, but here I'm not trailing. I'm just looking to see how the strategy works when you trade with fixed targets and you don't trail your stop loss. Because the times you can get price moving up to here, coming back to break even, or stopping you out for stop loss, then going to your target. It happens. But if the system works, it will play out in the long run. You see, like that, and I get stopped out. Nice. We hit TP. Wait, 2% up. Nice. I have the software where it shows you where you bought and where you sold, the ticks, the lot, everything. If you want to get an account with this Forex Tester online, this platform, they have a discount where they're doing a 36% off. You can check the link in the description and you can get you can start backtesting, because if you want to succeed in trading, you have to backtest. If you don't backtest, you don't make it in trading, basically. You have to train yourself, and this is the best platform which I've found so far for backtesting. I've tried a lot of platforms. Okay, so now let me go to the next session. Okay, this day, let me see on the daily, we are still bullish because we're going higher. And now on the 4-hour chart, we do have a rejection candle. We have a rejection candle, but we left a huge 4-hour fair value gap, which might be filled. Okay, we have nice order blocks and the fair value gap here. I like that. We have this order block here, which is nice. And this fair value gap. Let me just mark the fair value gap with a line. So we have this order block here. We have this fair value gap right there. And that's what I'm looking for price to react from. So let me speed it up so that we get closer to 9:30. Okay, we're already in the fair value gap. So I really want it to tap into the order block. So it's tapped the order block. Nice. Now let me drop to the 5 minutes to see as it opens, will it impulse to the upside. I want it to impulse if they open it to tap into the order block here and then impulse to the upside. That's what I really want here. Okay, nice, nice, nice. I like that. I like that. Okay, now I need a bullish impulse as well. Okay, showing good one. I want it to close above these order blocks here. So it forms a CISD, a change in the state of delivery. Need momentum, nice. Wonderful. Now I slow it down to 1 second. Okay, that's where we execute. This is where I execute, right there. In my stop here, since we have a huge wick, I'll put it around here, close to the low, just a little bit there. I don't have to necessarily add the stop loss to the low, because when price comes down here, usually the setup would be violated, basically. So I usually just use around close to the low there, or in the low, just depends. I just want to target close to the all-time highs. That's why I have to reduce the stop loss. Okay, so let me execute new order, market, place order. We're in the second trade now. So let's play. We increase the speed, see if we hit TP or SL. Okay, we did pull back here. Okay, we're running quite nice. Okay, we came close to stop loss here. If I had my SL there, it could have been hit or not yet. It will be just below here. But if the wick is big, price will come to mitigate the wick here. So let's see how it goes. We increase the speed yet again. Let's see if it goes to this. This is all-time high. Okay, it's taking too long. Don't usually like that. I like to be in and out of trades during the same day and not hold past the day I executed. So the close is around here. So let's see if we get momentum in the PM session. Nice momentum, and we're out. Just as soon as the PM session is about to end, we get the close. So we are now up 4%. We just need 6%, which is like 3 more winning trades. We might get losing trades. It's okay. We're testing the strategy. Okay, now let's go to the next session. Okay, daily. We have to see what's going on. Okay, we have to see what's going on. We have bullish price action yet again. Let me delete these. We have bullish price action. So we continue buying as long as it keeps going up. You see, buy, close, buy, close. We have to just continue buying. We just have to continue buying. That's all that matters. Okay. Now we are bullish as well on the 4 hour. It's clear bullishness. And now on the H1, now, price has reacted from this sort of block here. And it's pushing up as well. And on the 15, we have these other blocks here. Right there, these ones. So let me just speed it up a bit. Okay, now let me reduce so that we can see if we get a setup right there. Let's increase it a bit so we get to half past 9, and this is where we are. And we will have this new order block here. Let's see. Okay, we didn't get the order block. So I wanted to tap into here. So let me go to the 5. Let me check the H1 first. Okay, now on the 5. I wanted to tap into here and then start buying, but I don't like this price action. It's a bit choppy. So I will need a strong move if I'm to buy. Okay, that's nice manipulation. Let's see if we close above all these candles here. I do like the manipulation. Okay, that's nice. So I will have to check to see here. Let's see. We have these other blocks. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Because you have to be sure that you have other blocks. Otherwise, you'll be just entering blindly because you can enter before price gives you a structure shift. We do have those other blocks there. And we have manipulation into the other block. We have an impulse. So now let me just see if it's the plan here. Okay, few more seconds. I don't really like this price action, to be honest. Which I will regret executing on. Impulse is higher, I might execute. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, you see what's happening there. This price action is insane. But this is the manipulation. Let me see the news here. We have PMI. That's why. That's why it was consolidating here. And now I think now it can go high. Now it can definitely go high. I'll be more confident entering here than here. Because this momentum here, that's what I like. That's what I really like. Okay. Okay, I think we can execute this. Did play it a few seconds ahead, but I think I can execute it. From there, stop loss right there. Take profit 1 to 2. that. I think I can play it. This one seems okay. This one seems really okay. Okay, now let me execute this market place order. I did execute a little bit late here, but it's okay. I'll have to just see. It doesn't play out. It's okay. Increase the speed. Okay. We're above all-time highs. Oh, we hit TP. And we have all-time highs. This is nice. We could have taken a loss here if I wasn't too cautious in looking at everything and seeing that we are chopping around. This is proper manipulation. This was a nice manipulation because we swept this low. We were ready to go higher, but I didn't like this candle. It had no volume. Like, look at this candle here, the volume it has. That's nice. So we're up 6% here. And now I'm going to the next session. And I love this platform. Okay, let's look at the daily. By just avoiding low probability days and keeping up the win rates, which is cool. It doesn't always happen. You take losses, obviously. This is just that time where you will be just winning because the system will be presenting setups which are winning. Okay, so now let's go. Let's see, on the daily we are bullish basically, and on the 4 hour, let's see the 4 hour. In the 4 hour as well we're bullish. On the 1 hour, okay, this day seems nice. In the 1 hour as well we're bullish. So let's play a little bit to see, get close to 9:30. Okay, we're close to 9:30. What do we have here? We have this order block right there. We did sweep all-time high, but we do not care about that. We want price to continue going high, right? And on the 15 minutes, the 15 minute we have this order block here. So let me just mark it with a line. I like hourly key levels more than 15-minute key levels. Okay, so let's drop to the 5 minute and see how the 5 minute opens. Okay, if it impulses higher, I will execute basically. I will have to execute because price here is in the 15-minute key level, because if I look here, you see these candles and it opened and went lower, which is nice. So I'll have to execute basically. It gives me proper momentum like that. That's real momentum. These are the trades where I'm more confident as compared to those trippy trades. You see, structure is clean. Here we have this down close candle, which is from the CISD. So let me get ready to reduce the speed such that we can get a good entry. If price will close up there, because it can retrace back down and you don't get the trade. Okay, now let's get ready to enter. Okay, we have the open, so now I can execute. If I was risking 2% per trade, I would have passed the trade by now. But I had to risk 1%. I hope I get a loss so that you guys can see that it's not always sunshine and rainbows. You will lose. But I'm having A plus setups. Okay, there we go. Let's place the trade, market, place order, stop loss at below the order block, take profit 1 to 2, increase the speed, let's let it play out. Okay, that was a quick one. We're left with 2%. Now let's see the next day to see if we can get another trade. Go to the next session. Okay, that's drop right there. Let's see the daily here. Okay, it's a Monday. Okay, we are still bullish overall. Yeah, we are very bullish. Now we have to see if we can get a nice trade on this day. Still bullish. Now on the 4-hour, we're bullish as well. On the 4-hour, we're consolidating, I won't lie. We are, if you see yourself ranging within one candle, the basic consolidation, not the best time to trade. But let's see. No. What day is this? Monday the 11th. Let's see. Economic calendar. We have nothing. No news event, but it's very low probability. Look at this. And it closed below here. Let me just play it a bit. Okay, so that was 9:30, right? We have 9:13 pounds to the upside, but I don't really like this thing, to be honest. This is 9:30 pounds to the upside, but this price action is not the best for me because it's sideways. Let me just reduce the speed and continue playing to see how it closes. Okay, that's a nice engulfing candle, to be honest. It's a really nice engulfing candle. But the structure, and we are not reacting from anything. Let's see on the 15. On the 15, I would want price to come back into this order block here, and then we can go high. Let's see this, the price action to the left, because we're at all-time highs right now. So let's see if price can pull back into this candle here and impulse to the upside. Then I can execute. Okay, price seems like it's retracing. Okay, this is 9:45. That's when we get a new candle. And increase the speed. Okay, so we want price to come back down to this order block, but I will most likely not trade on this day. Okay, we are in the candle, which is the order block, and on the H1 we have a strong rejection, so price is rejecting to go to the upside. On the 15-minute, on the 4-hour, we also have a rejection, though it hasn't closed. So on this day, to be honest, I'll be forcing a trade, so let me go to the next day, next New York session. Okay, you see price did go up and then came down. So on the daily chart, yeah, we are still bullish. We have a fair value gap, but on the 4-hour now, okay, on the 4-hour, we're actually not bullish, we are bearish. We close below these series of this upclose candle and tap into this fair value gap, but price is being offered to the downside. So we can try to take shorts. Those will be the most ideal trades to take. from these order blocks here, those two candles there, basically. So now I'll drop to the 15 to see, okay, there's this, and I'll have to play it, get close to 930. Okay, okay, we're now close to 930. So now let's see how 930 reacts. Let's go to the 5 minutes and see how it reacts from those candles. We want manipulation and an impulse at 930. Okay, that's clean. That's clean. And we want it to close below these order blocks here. That's what we would want to see. So let's just watch and see how it goes. Just a few more minutes left for us to get that trade in. Few more seconds. Okay, that's a strong pullback there, which I do not really like. Let's see how it closes though. We drop to the 1 second here. We have a rejection here. We have a rejection here. And we will have to see if price continues to the downside. But I can execute right here. We have to see if price can continue going down, but I can execute here because there is just a reaction candle. I will have to wait for price to impulse to the downside, or I will not trade for the day. Basically, that would be how I would execute this day in the live market. So what I'll do here is I'll just play it at the fastest pace. Okay, that's some momentum. Let's see if it continues with that momentum. Okay, let's see. If this candle closes with momentum, that's the candle which I'll execute on. If it doesn't, then I will not execute. Okay, so it went back to manipulate or something. So let me just wait and see how it closes there. It closed bullish. So if price closes below this candle, that's when I'll execute. Basically, I'm pushing to the upside, but we're still respecting these order blocks here. We could also tap into this fair value gap. It's another thing we could tap into before price goes down. So let's see the 5 minute. Because overall structure is bearish. Let me just see. That's a nice manipulation move if we are to look for shorts. Okay. If 11 reaches, we'll, without us getting a trade, we'll stop trading for the day. I like that momentum. I like that momentum. Okay. Okay, we can get a CISD. So we wait for one. If this candle closes below these candles, I'll execute shorts. Or the next candle, basically. Okay, so this candle seems like it's going to close below. That's a lot of momentum. Okay, now I'm going to slow it down. Okay, so this is where we'll execute. This is our sell trade right here. This is our sell trade right here. Stop loss just at the high, and I'll take profit down at our 1 to 2 risk to reward. Okay, let's check the H1 to see. We do have a nice rejection here. 10-15 as well, we have a nice rejection. E5, we have nice trade here. Okay, so now let's take the trade. Place order. Market. Place order. This fails, okay, because we're trading in line with internal bias of the 4 hour. So now let's increase the speed to like 900 and let's see how it goes. Oh, okay, let's see. Oh, congratulations, you successfully passed the prop trader challenge. Now we can go to the dashboard because we've hit 10% on this. We actually hit 11% because of the 0.01 we added. So now what we can do, if we try to play it like this, to see what it will say. Because we want to go to the analytics. You see, you can get these analytics insights, trading style, likely intraday. These are generated by AI. You need at least 30 trades for more precise recommendations, which is true. I don't think we have more than 10 trades on this. We have 5 trades. Disciplined approach, effective risk management, effective stress management, low self-confidence, inconsistent execution, excessive risk aversion. These are because I'm not using a similar stop loss size in pips or ticks. This one is because I I'm not trading on every day and I'm taking a lot of time off whilst I'm not trading. And you can see the strengths here. Daily loss limit, because I was respecting the 5% daily loss limit. Trading session analysis, I was only trading in New York session. See all these metrics. The drawdown is 1% drawdown. Total positions, 4 positions long, 1 position short. All were winning trades. You can get the symbol analysis. I was only trading NASDAQ. See, all these metrics, were followed. You see, since we're only winning, the statistics are only positive, right? And you can see this trading calendar. See, we didn't trade 1, 2, 3 days. We didn't take any trades. So this is the system which I use to trade this Forex Tester platform. And by the way, they're running a discount, a 36% discount. So if you want to purchase your account for Forex Tester, you can use the link in the description and you get 36% off, which will be the best discount which they offer in the platform, basically. With that, thank you guys for watching the video. See you in the next one.